In a world where one woman tries to start a podcast,
how will I ever do this on my own?
she thought she would have to get expensive equipment.
What? I can do all of this on a free app?
She thought she would have to find creation tools all over the internet.
You mean it can all be contained in an app on my phone and computer?
She thought she would have to do all her own distribution.
You mean to tell me this app is going to send it to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and all those other platforms for me?
She thought she would never make any money.
I don't have to wait for a minimum listenership to monetize?
She thought that she would have to find all kinds of different equipment and pieces.
But I'm going to download this free Anchor app and get started today.
Visit Anchor.fm and download the free Anchor app to be just like her, the ultimate podcaster.
Hi, and welcome back to the Lou Review. This is Rosa. By now, you know we have a plethora of options for eating out in Louisville. If you have taken a look at the Instagram at Lou Food Reviews, you'll see there's a ton of pictures and some reels about the inside of different restaurants and their food that they offer. Also, I'm on Facebook at The Lou Review, so feel free to follow along there as well. I have created a different photo album for each place that we've gone, but today I want to talk to you about my husband's birthday party at Brazeiros, Churrascaria. I think I'm saying that right. I did practice when I was in the restaurant. My husband can't roll his R's, so it was kind of funny for me to try to learn because I was totally overdoing it. But I wanted to let you know we took him out there for his birthday, and it wasn't even hard to decide where to take him. His 17th birthday was in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And as the only Brazilian steakhouse in Louisville, we went to 4th Street Live, and that was a nice reminder of when he was younger for his birthday, celebrating how old he's getting. And so Brazeiros is a casual Brazilian steakhouse experience. We did, some of us dressed up. I always dress up, like, for every place we go, so that's not necessarily helpful if you're like, well, how much do I have to dress up? The other girl that came wore a t-shirt and jeans, and that was totally comfortable and probably smarter because depending on how messy you want to be when you're eating, there's definitely an opportunity to get some juicy meat all over you. So you could wear a t-shirt and jeans here if you just walk in, or you could get dressed up for special occasions, and our table featured both. So whatever floats your boat. It's going to be special either way. The focus there is a combination of the service and the food with a South American flair to it. All of the meat is served to you on skewers, and they carve off like the cut of meat that you would like as far as how you would like it cooked. You can choose rare to well done, and they know where that is on the meat, and they just carve it off onto your plate. So it was really exciting. They look like coasters. So they're red on one side and green on the other side, literally for stop and go. So if it's green, they're gonna keep like shoving food on your plate. They're going to keep sticking the food right next to your plate where you have to like acknowledge it. So many times we had to turn it over to red just to get a break long enough to continue eating, which was fine. That's what we were there for. So they were just thrusting these savory meat slices in our faces, and it was hard to say no because there's such a variety. It wasn't like the same 3 things over and over again. I think they had like a rotation of 10 different things. So we had $50 per person, covered unlimited meat and salad bar for everybody. That did not include drinks as far as like cocktails. I think it was even extra for sodas. I don't think that was included either. But they did have the varieties on their rotisseries were lamb chops. Man, that was my favorite. Honestly, if I could go back, I would just eat the lamb. It was perfect. Just all of it was perfect. And it did have sides for the table served family style. They had loaded mashed potatoes and fried bananas as the side items. And that was in addition to the salad bar, which the salad bar was all cold stuff. So these were hot sides that were brought out and prepared just for you. The other meats besides lamb that were offered were bacon wrapped chicken. There were several different cuts of beef steaks. There's different fillets, and I think there was a prime rib. I don't know. It was so many. Well, there was leg of lamb and lamb chops separately. Like there's the lollipop lamb chops, that are like the size of a lollipop. And then there was a whole leg of lamb that they carved off for you. So, then they had bacon wrapped filet. They had bacon wrapped chicken. So, let's see. They had cocktails for like $12 each. And I had one that had strawberry in it. And my friend had another tropical one. Honestly, the cocktails didn't stand out to me. They didn't seem special or worth $12. So if I went back, I would not get those. They did have a huge wine wall. So it looks like they might have had some good selections over there. I just wasn't in the frame of mind for wine because I don't feel like shoving food in my face is the right time to have wine. That's more of a sipping experience for me. So if I went back, though, I might have a glass of wine with dessert. So what really took us by surprise was how outstanding the desserts were, because we knew we were going here for some fantastic meat selections, but we had creme brulee, which I don't normally want creme brulee, but it was my husband's birthday, and that's what he chose. And he was like, you have to try this, Rosa, because it is not like the others. So it was thicker, it was creamier. Usually the only part I like of creme brulee is the scorched sugar on top, and like this was just perfect. Like every bite was perfect. I was like, stop sharing it with me or I'm gonna eat it all. And then I had the Neufchâtel cheesecake with strawberries, and let me tell you, I had to learn what Neufchâtel cheese is because the texture of it was so unique. I was like, this is not just regular cream cheese. So it's actually a different entire cheese than cream cheese, and it's lighter and more airy. And so it has a very unique texture. The other dessert we tried was papaya cream, which came in like this huge glass goblet. So you know how papaya has its own texture that other fruits don't have? Well, this was the papaya pureed to where it was liquefied and then mixed together with liquefied vanilla ice cream. And then they added, I think, some kind of liqueur. Was it elderberry liqueur? It was some kind of liqueur. And so it was all together, just the combination made this texture that I'd never experienced before, because it was that combination of the ice cream and the papaya making totally new things. So it really blew our mind, and I would definitely go back just for the cheesecake. But if I had to have a second favorite, it would be the papaya cream. And if I had to have a creme brulee again in my life, I would want it to be their creme brulee, because it's the only one that I ever thought was better than like a snack pack vanilla pudding. So, and then I might have a glass of wine with that. So, I wanted to say about the Neufchâtel cream cheese. It's not cream cheese, but the Neufchâtel cheese, it's made from a lower fat milk, and that's what makes it lighter and airy. It's almost got a crumbly consistency, but it maintains its moisture. So maybe kind of like feta, but definitely with more cream cheese-like flavor. So anyway, if you're not convinced already that this is going to be a crazy good experience to go to a Brazilian steakhouse, then I don't know what more to say. But if you would like a unique experience, it's definitely not like anything else in Louisville, because we don't have any other Brazilian steakhouses. And if you do choose to go there, you should definitely go on your birthday because they do give you a free dessert. We had 2 birthday boys at this one, so 2 of the desserts were free, which was a nice bonus on top of the $50 per person tab. So it can add up, but at the same time, it was great to just have that unlimited, you walk in and you know what it's going to cost, as opposed to, oh, what are they going to order? Are they going to order like the $50 steak, the $250 steak, but you know, hey, flat fee, nobody's leaving hungry. If you don't like one cut of meat, one of the other 9 is going to do it for you. And if you're a vegetarian, you might not want to go here because there's just so much meat everywhere. There's a huge salad bar. So if you don't mind looking and smelling all the meat that's around the restaurant, then you could go. But it's definitely like the visual experience because you see the waiters going from table to table. I will say they were all very welcoming and patient with us. And then all the servers were very nice. There was the guys serving the meat, and then we also had servers that took care of the drinks and anything individually that we ordered. And they all worked really well together as a team to make sure that everybody was taken care of. So if you go to Brazeiros, Churrascaria, let me know what you think and what your favorite thing was. Did I miss out on something when I go back? What do I need to get besides the cheesecake that they do really well? Because if they're going to surprise me like that, maybe they have other surprises that I need to know about too. So let me know. Send me a message on @LouFoodReviews on Instagram or The Lou Review on Facebook, and I'd be happy to talk to you. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.